Good morning. Welcome back to Magical Insight with Luke Hillis. This is a show about new insights or perspectives or meaning in life for enriching the quality of our experience, our success, and everything else. The foundational concept that this show is based on is that how we feel is less dependent upon our circumstances and more dependent upon how we make meaning in our life. So it doesn't matter whether you live in the tiny little town of Fairfield, Iowa, like I do, or in a big city, or if you're in a relationship, or if you're not, or what your wealth is or not. These things are all helpful. But at the end of the day, or the end of the mental cycle, what matters is how you make meaning out of that. Are you successful in your life? Do you feel loved? And when I say are you successful, I mean what's your definition of success? And are you living that or not? Because you might not actually, the issue might not be with how successful you are, it might be an issue of how you perceive your own success. So that's an example of what we're doing in the show, is reframing our minds and how we make meaning, to be more joyous and to enjoy even more of our own definition of success, and to live the kinds of lives that we really want. So the specific topic of today, I had it just a moment ago. What was it? Yes. I get so into explaining one thing, forget what I was here to explain. So the topic of today is about daily self-reminders of what you're really seeking at this stage of your life. So this is what I mean by that. Do you have a habit right now of connecting to the desires in your life that make you feel alive? And we could use a number of different words that make you feel excited, or that make you feel happy, or that make you feel purposeful. All these different words have different connotations to different people. But the bottom line is that when you connect to these desires, they uplift how you feel in some way that you like. In some way that, so for me, I'll use my terminology, that make me feel alive, that make me feel excited. I'm very much into excitement in life. So, are you connecting every day to your desires and ambitions and goals and such that make you really feel alive? Like, wow, if I was living that, or if I was feeling that, or if I had this person in my life, or if I had this income, or this freedom, or this trip, or this house, or this whatever, or this skill, then wow, I just can only imagine life like that. So I have on and off connected to these kinds of desires. I remember when I was really first starting this kind of work, this kind of process, I had no income. I mean, I was a college student living in my parents' house. What I really wanted was, I wanted a car that could drive across the country. I wanted some money that I could just, use for gas and hotel if I needed it. I wanted to take a road trip across the country. I wanted to go to Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within event. I just had a good feeling about that. So I really wanted those things, and maybe a few other things too. But those were a central focus of mine. And so every morning I would take a walk, kind of like I'm doing here, and just connect to those desires. And I mean, even visualize and speak, I'm there. I'm there in my life. I've got the car that I can drive across the country in. I've got $10,000 I can take a trip with. I'm going to unleash the power within tomorrow. And that's how I would express it. You don't have to, be such a nutcase about it. You can be more, however your style is of getting yourself feeling good. If your desire really was true, how would you feel? How would you speak to yourself? How would you go for a walk? What energy? What would like that? Whatever is true for you. And the idea here is that you're actually getting yourself to an emotional place as if you already have that desire fulfilled. You're owning the you that would be with that desire fulfilled. So I would do that every day. Get really pumped about those things, my car, some money that I can live freely with and go to this event. You know, I'm like, what would I do today if I wasn't constrained by time or money? And this is what I would do. I would take a road trip and I'd go to this event. So, you know, I spent the summer, or a good portion of the summer, doing this kind of thing. By the end of the summer, I still didn't have money or a car or an event. But as it would unfold, a year later, I did. And I'd never had that before. I mean, naturally, when one gets their first job, they start making some money. There's some reasonable circumstances that, you know, my affirmations didn't necessarily create those things, but because I had that focus, I mean, I don't know if I would have ended up going to the event if I hadn't been, you know, keeping that alive inside. I think it's really easy to just get lost in things. No, or maybe I would have missed. It's just hard to know. And it's not the perfect example, but it is nice to know I did that for a period of time, and then I ended up fulfilling those things. Now I've done that with much bigger desires since then. You know, much bigger Tony Robbins events. I love Tony Robbins and his events. Bigger, you know, like I'm debating how much to share here. But a lot of things. And then the other important part is that the daily practice of connecting to these things, it's not just about fulfilling the desires. Actually, it's not really about fulfilling the desire. What it's really about is cultivating an energy of feeling alive and great. It's like, how would I feel at the highest level of myself? And then cultivating that kind of energy. Good morning. Hey, John. One moment. Passerby. Walking by. So, where was I? Catch my train of thought. It's actually not even really about fulfilling the desire. It's about getting in touch with the energy of who you would be with that desire fulfilled. And then when you are in that state, you're much more likely to make decisions that are in alignment with that desire anyways, and then you can actually fulfill that and then really step up to the next level. So, to summarize, oh yeah, okay, something else. You might feel in pain when you start doing this, because it kind of brings to light that you're not fulfilling these desires at the moment. It brings to light what's not in your life. You take the time to attend to what you really want, especially if you've gotten into a habit of not even thinking about what you really want, which is something that I've done on and off many, many times. Just because, it hurts to think about what you want when you don't feel like you can get it. I mean, why think about it? Why envision it? Why dream it if it's impossible? It's just a source of pain. Well, the key here is that it's not impossible. Even though it feels impossible, it's not impossible. And when you start connecting to that vision, that feeling more and more, you'll start finding more and more ways to take steps. You'll start finding opportunities for steps. Have you ever gotten a car and then suddenly started seeing everybody else who has that car? You see that car everywhere? It's because once your mind is on that specific thing, you start seeing it everywhere. When your mind starts being on the opportunity for what you want to fulfill, you start seeing those opportunities everywhere. It's better to live with an open heart and have it hurt than it is just to live with a closed heart. And I would say that exists with our desires. It's better to stay connected to our desires, even if it hurts sometimes, but still stay connected to them than to forget, because then we become numb and just forget who we are. So, anyways, reaching my limit here. It was great to see you. Please subscribe, share if you liked it. Send me your comments, your ideas, questions. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Luke Hillis, Fairfield, Iowa, Magical Insight.